Hello and welcome to the third in the How to Use PowerPoint series of videos. My name is Andrew Woods and I'll be your host, and in this video we're looking at doing some simple animations. Hopefully by the end of this video you'll be inspired and you'll want to go off and create your own PowerPoint presentations with your own animations, and you will then explore the animation functions in a bit more detail. But I'm just going to give you the basics. The first thing to say about animations, and the most important thing about animations, is knowing when not to use animations. The biggest mistake that people do is they overdo animations and they just become tedious and boring, and they actually detract from what you're trying to do, which is to impart some knowledge to somebody. PowerPoint presentations should be interesting and engaging, and you shouldn't annoy your audience. So this cover, and if you've been working through the other videos you should have something similar. So this first slide, shouldn't say cover, first slide, it's got a title and a subtitle, and do I really need to animate those? Do I need this title to come flying in from the outside? I don't think I do. What would be the point? If you're doing an animation and you don't know why you're doing an animation, then perhaps you shouldn't be doing it. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go to slide 3, which I could move up to slide 2. No, I'm going to keep it slide 3. And I've got some information here. It's pretty innocuous information, but yours will be very interesting, I'm sure. And what most people will do is they will have a blank slide and they will fly the title in, and they will fly each hobby in one at a time. But we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to imagine that we're in the audience. We're with a person looking at the presentation. Hopefully these people can read, so we'll let them read the slide. Your job as a presenter is then to embellish on what's on the screen and improve it and add some detail and add some interest. And that's where the photos come in. Because, you know, this is ZX Spectrum with a nasty carpet. That's quite interesting. And there's a picture of me as a kid which people can laugh at. And there's Michael Jordan flying through the air, which is one of the greatest sights in the world. So the pictures are going to add something. So let's try and animate them. What I want to happen is when the slide starts, the writing is there, but the pictures are not. And when I click my mouse, I want one picture, then the next to appear on each click. Okay, that's what I'm aiming for. And to do that, I'm going to use slideshow, custom animation. Not animation schemes, because that applies the same animation to every slide, and I don't want to do that. But custom animation. If I click that, I then get my custom animation box or pane on the right hand side. Okay, select an element of the slide, then click add effect to add animation. It tells you what to do. So the first picture that I want to appear is my bike picture. So I click on that and then I click add effect, and I want it to appear. I want it to make an entrance. I don't want to emphasize it or exit it or make it move, but I want to make it appear. So there are lots of different ways of making it appear. Blinds, box, checkerboard, diamond fly, more effects. Look at them all. There are hundreds. Explore them, have fun, but don't annoy your audience. My favourite, most subtle, is fade. And if I move this box out of the way and I click it again, you can view a quick preview about what it's going to do. So you can see my photo will slowly fade in. So I'm going to choose that. Now, I've chosen it. So I go to modify fade. It says start on click. I have options with previous, so whatever happened before it would then start with that, or after previous, but I'm going to do on click because I want control about when that appears. Okay, the speed of the fade is medium, which is like that, but I could do it very slow. That's much too slow. Or I could do it very fast. Whoop. Medium's probably best, isn't it? And there we have it. This is our list of animations, and I've created animation 1, which is on mouse click. It's an entrance, which is why you got that green star, and it's for image 3, which is that on there. All right, so that's cool. When I do the next one, add effect, entrance. Now look, fade is now on my shortlist because I used it before, so I'll just use fade, and again on mouse click. Okay, and image 3, add effect, entrance, fade. Okay, right, let's just try something. Okay, so once I've applied or my 3 animations to my 3 photos, and I can see that I've got 1, 2, 3 here. I can preview it either by clicking slideshow, which I won't do now because it's going to make my whole screen disappear, but you could do that, or you can click this play button and it will run through the animations in the order but without the mouse clicks. So if I just click play now, you can see the photos are gone. In comes the first one, then I click, in comes the second one, then I click, and in comes the third one, and then it stops. Okay, now that's fine, and I'd be happy with that. Something else you can do though is you can make 2 animations work at the same time. So wouldn't it be cool if when this photo appeared, that photo disappeared? Okay, so that I've only got 1 photo on the screen at a time, and when this photo appears, that one disappears. That might be nice. So image 3, which is that one, appears when I click. And then when I click the second time, this one appears, and at the same time I want to change that one. So I'm going to add another effect, and this time I'm going to make the first photo exit. And I'm going to use the same effect, which is a fade, but this time it's a fade out, which is the red. And I want it to happen at the same time as number 2 here. So when I click to bring this photo in, without clicking again, I want that photo to automatically disappear. So I'm going to change the properties, and it's going to start with previous or after previous. Yeah, I'm going to make it start after previous. So this one's going to come in, then that one's going to disappear. And you see I've got a little timer there now. So let's play, see what happens. Okay, something's gone wrong here. The order has changed somehow. That should be better. Bike comes in, computer comes in, bike disappears. Then the basketball comes in. Okay, right, that's working. So now when the basketball comes in, the computer has to disappear. So click on the computer, add effect, exit, fade, and it happens after the basketball, but it needs to be after previous. Bike comes in, computer comes in, bike disappears, basketball comes in, computer disappears. And there we have it, a bit of cool animation to make your PowerPoint presentations more interesting visually. And if you use your imagination now and go on and explore animations a bit more, you could hopefully think of lots of ways you could use it. What about if you put a question on the board and the answer was not there, and you gave all the people in your audience a few minutes to think about the question and maybe give some answers, and then you click your button and the answer magically appears or flies in. It really is just up to you and what you can think of. Hopefully these 3 videos have given you a bit of a start with PowerPoint. Used correctly, PowerPoint is fantastic. Remember, don't bore your audience. Death by PowerPoint is a bad thing. Thank you for listening. At any time you can go back and review these videos and things you've forgotten, and see one of the IT staff if you have any questions. Thank you very much. Goodbye.